just how bad is it? Well, that's all going to end on your perspective. What do we all know about change? We know that it happens. We all hate it, but ultimately it is inevitable. So the question is, how will we adapt? Hi agents, this is Jim Barnett with W.J. Bradley Mortgage. You're probably aware by now that on January 1st, HUD made some changes to RESPA, the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, that includes the use of a new good faith estimate and new HUD 1. There are some major differences between the old and new good faith estimates that will affect your clients and transactions. I've created this video to highlight those changes for you so that you'll know what to expect and what boundaries a loan originator, such as myself, is having to operate within. As you can see, the old and the new good faith estimate look completely different. So let's dive into those differences. On the old good faith estimate, it was only 1 page. The new good faith estimate is now a total of 3. The old good faith estimate itemized the cost for your borrower line by line, and the new good faith estimate bundles all of those costs together. The old good faith estimate showed the borrower's cost and also showed credits for the items that were going to be paid by others, lender credits, agent credits, or seller credits. It also showed them the total cash that they would need to bring into closing. The new GFE shows the total cost no matter who is paying for them and doesn't divide out any credits. Actually, it doesn't even show any credits. The old good faith estimate showed the borrowers what their total monthly payments would be, including property taxes and hazard insurance. The new good faith estimate shows the monthly payment, but does not include the taxes and insurance portions on it. With the old good faith estimate, we could give out multiple estimates if people wanted to see different scenarios and what the difference would mean for them. With the new good faith estimate, we are limited to only giving out 1. The old good faith estimate could be revised for any reason throughout the loan process, but not anymore. With the new good faith estimate, the initial estimate given is the binding good faith estimate, and it can only be changed in limited circumstances. Your loan originator will no longer be giving out a good faith estimate when they pre-qualify your clients. Because the initial good faith estimate given out now will be the binding good faith estimate, there is just too many things not known at that stage. Loan originators won't be giving out a good faith estimate until they have taken an application. HUD now defines an application as a receipt of 6 items: the borrower's name, social security number, their income, subject property address, estimated value, and loan amount. Once all of those items have been received, the loan originator has 3 days to get the good faith estimate to the home buyer. The other thing that won't happen when your buyer is pre-qualified is the collection of pay stubs, W-2s, and bank statements. The loan originator is not allowed to receive those items until there is an application. What that means for you is that you will be able to get your buyers pre-qualified, but not pre-approved. There are a couple of important dates to be aware of on the new good faith. The first is the expiration date of the interest rate. This will vary from one loan originator to another. Any good faith estimate that is given out to a client by me or my company will be expired immediately after we give them the quote. The other important date to be aware of is the expiration date of the settlement cost listed on the good faith. The minimum amount of time that HUD requires for this date is 10 days. If the home buyer has not signed a disclosure stating that they intend to proceed with the loan application, the good faith estimate will expire in 10 days and it will no longer be binding. The fees listed on the initial good faith estimate can only change if a changed circumstance has occurred. But what does that mean? Well, a changed circumstance as defined by HUD is an act of God, war, disaster, or any other type of emergency, or a changed situation or inaccurate information provided by the borrower after the good faith estimate was issued. The origination fee listed on the good faith estimate, which includes now all the lender fees, appraisal, and processing fees, cannot change from the original quote. Even if your loan originator is brokering the loan and finds it necessary to change lenders during that process, this amount cannot change. The rest of the settlement closing costs have variant tolerances for change. Your loan originator must provide at least one service provider option for your clients to choose from per each service that is required. Those would include things like escrow, title, or homeowner's insurance. If your client chooses a provider from the loan originator's list, there is only a 10% tolerance in fee allowed. If they choose a provider on their own, the fee is not subject to any tolerance. There is a zero tolerance for state and local transfer taxes. And escrow accounts for taxes and insurance, upfront homeowners insurance premiums collected, and per diem interest rate charges can all change without any limits. Because the new good faith estimate does not itemize lender fees, provide a total monthly payment amount, or a total amount of cash needed to close, I'll be giving my clients an estimated closing cost worksheet. This is not a legally required disclosure, but it will help them see the numbers that I believe are important for them to know up front. I will also be showing them side-by-side comparisons of different ways of structuring their loan. Most importantly, what effect the different options will have not only on their monthly cash flow, but what will it mean to them in dollars saved over the life of the loan. This is especially important to know. How much each mortgage that they choose will cost them, and what effect will it have on their financial goals, like paying for their children's college tuition or funding their retirement accounts. 2010 promises to be a year of volatility for interest rates. It was back on November 25, 2008, when Fed announced its $1.25 trillion mortgage-backed securities buying program. Rates at that time were approximately 6% nationwide. At the announcement, the price of mortgage-backed securities rose dramatically, which increases the yield and consequently causes rates to go down. As you can see from this graph, they shot down quickly to around 5%. The Treasury stopped buying mortgage-backed securities at the end of 2009, and we have seen rates consistently creeping upward ever since. The Fed's plan to stop purchasing mortgage-backed securities will be revealed at the end of March of this year. We can expect rates at that time to head back up again, at least temporarily, until they decide what they will do permanently. As you all know, the homebuyer's tax credit is set to expire at the end of April of this year. We can more than likely expect to see similar results in March and April of this year that we did when the first tax credit expired back in November of last year. All of these factors point to a challenging year ahead. My job is to give you the right tools you will need to make 2010 the best year you've ever had. As other agents struggle on how to navigate through this turbulent market, I am committed to helping you set yourself apart from any competition. As other agents will be watching their purchasing power diminish, along with their commission checks, quite frankly, I can help you offer a strategy that will save both your buyers and sellers money and equity. I've invested in many tools in my career that will enable us as a team to do just that, all the while giving your clients the education and information they need to make smart financial decisions. Like the seller buy-down strategy, a great tool for not only your buyers, but for your sellers. It allows their purchasing power to remain the same and in some cases increase in spite of rising interest rates. The rent versus own worksheet and the cost of waiting report will show your buyers just how much it is costing them to delay purchasing. Undoubtedly, one of the most valuable things that I offer to your clients is the service that I subscribe to that allows me to see what rates are doing minute by minute. This service alerts me when mortgage-backed securities have moved in one direction or another enough to cause a rate change by lenders. Your clients can shop other lenders and collect all the good faith estimates that they wish, but I will assure you those good faith estimates are only as good until the rate changes, which has been approximately every 4 hours over the past year. What your clients need is someone who is watching rates close enough to give accurate and up-to-the-minute information about the best time to lock in a rate. We are certainly headed into tougher times. They're challenging times. But that's when professionals are needed in the marketplace. We need each other now more than ever. We need to row the boat together, so to speak. I am prepared to take on the challenges that 2010 has to offer head-on, and I'd be honored to have you as part of my team. Please feel free to give me a call or send me an email if you'd like more information about anything that I've shared with you in this video. Together, I believe we can make 2010 our best year yet.